Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay-Z is your father?
I really do.
You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all this like type of tech.
Like I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else.
You got $10 million. You go to listen. I don't want the world to know nothing about this because my image. You go to money, I'm gonna take care of you. Nobody's gonna say no.
Chances are, just out of nowhere, random universal selection. This boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline. It's like all of this just by accident.
I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over.
50 Cent is having a great time right now after news broke that Jay-Z just got hit with some serious drama. A judge ruled that Rymir Carter's paternity case against Jay-Z can move forward, and Jay-Z has until July 18th to respond. Reports say 50 is even paying for Rym's legal fees and plans to include him in his upcoming documentary about Diddy and Jay-Z. Things are about to get very messy, very quickly.
And right, because of Jay-Z and him put it together. Mm-hmm. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL has some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I with M, because like with Nori he had communication. He said, I talked to the big homie. He was okay. He was telling me the white boy wouldn't do the truth without fit, right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff because I look and I go, oh, that should be gone. Right? So he imaged himself after a gay painter. Okay. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
So now look, what I'm saying to you is when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, they are, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre.
This isn't just about a simple paternity case. The claims go back to 1992, with allegations that Jay-Z was involved with a 16-year-old at the time. Now, the man who says he's their son is 32 years old and wants answers.
He met Jay-Z and had intercourse with him. How old was she?
I would say I think she was about 16, turning 16 or 17. I know it was one of them.
And Jay-Z was what age?
I wouldn't happen to know. I think was he in his 20s?
I read 22. I think I read 22, but he was in his 20s.
Yes, I wouldn't happen to know his age, but 22, I'm pretty sure if they put that out there, then I really try not to get frustrated, basically. I really try not to think about, I go on my life, because, anything could happen, but, I still got to live for myself at the end of the day. I still got to work and bring in income for me. I can't sit around, I got to get up off my feet and do something. I can't wait on the world. Like, I can't say, I can't wait on anybody to want to respond when they want to. It is important that I know who my biological father is, just because, my mom's health, I don't know if it's coming from our family or it's coming from the other side, and that would be something I really would want to find out, because, in the future, you don't know what could happen. And a lot of people are so quick to judge because they see somebody coming out and try to find out if the person that, trying to find out things, they so negative to push you down.
What makes this even wilder is that some people claim Beyoncé has been stopping this case from the beginning, trying to keep Jay-Z's secrets hidden.
Beyoncé's thing came when a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp, and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay, about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away little boy, something to that effect. It was something out there with the song they made. And then next thing I know, somebody was at my property.
It's something crazy going on with this case. Like honestly, I just want everybody in the world just to keep their eyes open and just watch things that happen, that just like how things unfold, because it's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion. Who knows what it's for? Money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong but coming here, tell you guys the truth, put our life on the line, come to every court case and give you 100% plus of us. And basically we just got.
With 50 Cent adding fuel to the fire and a judge finally moving this case forward, things could get explosive. People are saying this has the power to tear down everything Jay-Z has built, his reputation, his marriage, and even his business empire. So, who is Rymir Carter, and why has this case been dragging on for more than 10 years? His real name is actually Rymir Satterthwaite, not Carter as many assume. He claims Jay-Z is his father and says he has proof to back it up. Rymir has been fighting for answers since he was just 19 years old, which means he's spent more than half his life searching for the truth about who his father really is.
If it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, seen a lot. I can take me being embarrassed. I just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like it's not fair.
His mother, Juan, allegedly met Jay-Z when she was underage. She got pregnant, and when she tried to reach out to Jay-Z about the baby, he basically ghosted her. Now Rymir is all grown up, and he's not backing down from this fight.
My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she was saying Sean Carter. That's what she was calling him at first before she was calling Jay-Z, and I really didn't know who that was because I was young. Had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father, and I just want you to know. And she continued to tell me that over the years and over the years.
His mother, Wanda, allegedly met Jay-Z when she was underage and later became pregnant. When she tried to contact him about the baby, he reportedly cut off all communication. Now, Rymir is an adult, and he's refusing to walk away from this fight.
Try to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking is, like, I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot, and as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why what is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over.
Rymir's godmother, Lily Colley, says Jay-Z's team originally wanted to handle things quietly. They even discussed signing Rymir to Jay-Z's record label because of his music skills. But then everything shifted, new lawyers stepped in, and their approach was completely different.
Here's Satterthwaite, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
Oh, detail.
That's how Rymir Satterthwaite made it into this world. Take the test, man. That's fine. We'll give you don't know Diddy. Take the test. You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all this life. Take the test. Do something. You've been dead beating it your whole life.
So why the sudden change? Most likely because they realized how serious the situation could get if people found out Jay-Z was involved with a minor. And it's bigger than just the age issue. If true, it means he took a 16-year-old girl from Philadelphia to Brooklyn, which is another major legal problem. No surprise his lawyers have been battling this case hard for more than a decade.
Makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things not knowing exactly what I was saying. I was going with, like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like, while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy.
I don't have no felonies. I'm not crazy or none of that. It's like, I just want the truth, and it's so hard to get it from the courts. And it seems like Jay-Z don't want to say anything. So, I don't want to see him go down for something that you could have just got taken care of. That's it.
Nobody's talking about the fact that he is currently suing his first biological son to quiet him and put a gag order on him. Why would he be doing that? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that Rymir's mother was a minor when she conceived Rymir with Mr. Carter, who was a grown adult. What kind of family man is that? You don't want anyone to know, you or your wife, don't want anyone to know who your actual biological children are, because most of them were created with minors while you were an adult. He's been in court with this young man for the past decade, fighting taking a DNA test. If he's not your kid, take the DNA test. Simple. The young man is not your son. Why have you spent so much money trying not to take a DNA test? Take the DNA test if he ain't your kid. You're such a proud family, man. While you fight back the truth about your firstborn biological son, because you don't want nobody to know that his mama was barely 15 when you made her a mother and you were a grown man. I'm here.
Yeah.
Him and Blue Ivy got the same mouth.
So, to break it down, there's a 32-year-old man claiming Jay-Z is his father, a late mother who left behind a signed statement about what happened, and now a judge who's done with all the delays and wants answers. On top of that, 50 Cent is reportedly backing the case because he wants to see Jay-Z under pressure. But the real question is, what makes people so sure these allegations against him are true?
Lost your point with Jay. The part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like that had to be there.
We getting tighter, you know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brush.
Oh, I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm going to be with you this year. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
What's interesting was that Jay-Z's camp basically put out a statement saying that Jay and Puff are not friends and they're not close at all or whatever else. Did you see the two of them interact a lot?
I seen them interact, but I wouldn't say they was close. I believe Puff felt they was close. But if you was a person on the outside looking in, like me and Uncle Paulie used to always talk about it, me and D-Rock would say, like, yo, why Puff kind of like sucking Jay off so much? You know what I'm saying? Because you'd be like, we done flew to 5 or 6, 7 different concerts that Jay-Z has. But Jay-Z is not at one of Puff's shows. You know what I'm saying? You look at the rock brunch where Puff will break his neck to get to the brunch. But Jay-Z don't pop up at any of Puff parties. You know, now I can only speak up until 2012. You know what I'm saying? And Puff was breaking his neck. Like, at the end of the day, in our mind, we said, yo, he didn't even invite Puff to his wedding. When he married Beyoncé, Steve Stout and all of them was there. You know what I'm saying? And Puff was kind of in his feelings, but once again.
Oh, Puff was upset he didn't get invited to the wedding?
Of course he was. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, we're security, so we're bottom on the totem pole. So he's not going to show you that it really affects them until you have a little conversation with them, or you say something, or you overhear something. But he didn't get invited to that. You know, yeah, Jay came through every once in a while. Like if we was in a yacht in San Tropez or one of these places like that, Jay might ride up. You know what I'm saying? And it's more or less to show, yeah, I got a yacht too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm out here too. More or less than we're tight friends. I look at it as two people that's getting money because they did have some businesses together, and we did have to go to some meetings together. And it was like, this is how far it goes, but we're not friends. You know what I'm saying? Like people ask me that all the time. I mean, Jay ain't really Puff. It was no personal into it. It would be like if Ron Burgos is flying from LA on his jet, but Jay-Z just so happens to be going to New York too. We all end up on the.
This is getting really messy. The timing couldn't be worse for Jay-Z. With everything going on with Diddy, people are now questioning all the powerful men in hip-hop. And to make things even bigger, there are rumors that some of the evidence in Diddy's case could also link back to Jay-Z in unexpected ways.
I also have my own kids to take care of. So it's like, it's been a journey for me. And it's just like, I just got so much on my name right now. I never asked for money. I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I work for everything. Lexus, I'm just trying to basically make sure no other kids and nobody else in the world has to go through this. Basically, don't feel afraid to go to court and see if a person is your biological parents. So many people are scared, and this is a big thing in the world. A lot of people don't have their fathers because they scared to go out and search for them. And sometimes it only take a little search. Go search, and if it's wrong, we're adults. Well, most of us adults, even for the teenagers, this shows this being a role model for them, showing you can't go in the courtroom, and if you're doing everything correctly, you should be able to just get treated as equal as other person. I've always been a person that I never hate anyone. I never, I don't walk around with hate for a person. So I try to teach my kids that just be the best that you can be. So that's just a motto I go off. I would never hate Jay-Z. It was never that type thing. I respect him for everything he did. And as I said, I've been going through a whole lot through these years because this case, like me and my mom, my godmom, we didn't seen the worst. We didn't have people, slander my name. Like you want Jay-Z money. I hear it all. I want to fight until I'm not here no more. And it's never going to be against no one. Like, I'm going to continue to fight. It'll take another 10 years, maybe another 50. Maybe I'll take this to the grave with me, but everybody can say I fought this.
Yeah.
He's come out and said, like, this is just long-term harassment, man. He's like, this thing just won't go away.
Long-term harassment. You know how disrespectful that is to a man that looks almost identical to you?
Yeah, that's his child. That's very disrespectful.
To a man that chances are, just out of nowhere, random universal selection, this boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline, same straight knobby knees. It's like all of this just by accident. Just by accident. It's just a coincidence that this man looks like he could be your Irish twin. Are you kidding me?
The culture is shifting, and victims are finally getting a chance to be heard. Jay-Z may have thought he could keep this hidden forever, but 2025 is turning out to be a very different story.
Tell you what I do know. I do know that I have listened to actual commentary from his godmother, Lily, who sat with a friend of mine, Liz Crokin. I was there, I was present, I heard it come out of her mouth. Wanda was a minor. When she got pregnant. And like Wanda always said, he picked her up in Philly, but he took her to New York across state lines to bed her while she was allegedly underage. Even though Lily was present when Rymir was born.
Let's go back to the beginning. In 1992, Jay-Z was just starting to build his music career. According to Rymir's mother, Wanda, she met him in Philadelphia, where he picked her up and took her to his aunt's apartment in Brooklyn. About 2 weeks later, he saw her again, then disappeared from her life completely.
She was very clear in the fact that Wanda was a minor when she was pregnant with Rymir, who was born a year before my son Giovanni. He came 92. That means she got knocked up in 91. He was well into his 20s by that time. Well into his 20s. Allegedly taking teenage girls over state line. He got unlucky, that condom broke. Poor guy. Or maybe that was just karma. Maybe God made sure that happened for a moment like right now. Disgusting. Don't nobody want to talk about the other kids that everybody denies don't exist anymore. You know, to be a billionaire that can't get a loan is one thing. But to be a broke billionaire and a deadbeat dad, that's something different.
Yeah. You know, even Solange's son, the Daniel kid, he says he doesn't have a great relationship with Beyonce, Jay-Z. What do you feel someone coming out saying, hey, Jay-Z's my father? What does that person want from a hoe? He's saying he does not care.
To prove that his mother wasn't a liar, because that's what they said his entire life while she was alive. Denying him makes her a liar. That woman was on the phone with the judge who was harassing her, telling her, demanding that she stop filing for paternity when she gave way and died. His mama died on the phone. Trying to get proper acknowledgement to him. If your mama died like that, would you just sit around and let people keep calling her a liar?
But my thing is this, like, this is how easy it is. First of all, kids come before everything.
Yeah.
I mean, because you gonna have problems with your kids sometimes, but if you got $1 billion, if you got $10 million, you go to listen. I don't want the world to know nothing about this because my image. Here goes some money. I'm gonna take care of you. Nobody's gonna say no. If you're my son, I love you. I'm gonna give you money. I just don't want nobody to know about this. It's easy to manage. The fact,
but that starts with extortion. That's the first step of extortion. Once you give someone some money, you are now an ATF.
So you saying someone? No, your son. Like there's a difference between someone and your son that you made. Right or wrong?
Still a stranger though. You don't know.
It don't matter. But if you made him, you're a stranger because of you.
Yeah.
He's a stranger because of you. If you're a stranger, I mean, so my thing is, if you my son, my thing is, I think a son is something all men want. A son.
Yeah.
If once you have a son, you don't care. If he's 40 and you just met him, he's your son. You be like, yo, especially if you got the means to just do whatever you want. That's the thing I think a regular person like me don't understand.
All the fraud on the court, if we just let that, just pass and not say anything about it, they will continue to do anything they want. It's not just with us, it's with people in the world. Like a lot of fraud and a lot of collusion that's just been going on and just been looked over. It's never supposed to happen. Like, I would not let that pass. I'm not letting the lawyers get away with that. They will not go in the courtroom of justice and just lie like that and continue to get praised off it, or use this lie to benefit off all these years. Like, we've been going to court and our hard-earned money out there, and we going in there to fight fraud. That's just that's craziness. That's really craziness. And I don't think nobody in the world should have to go through that. You going in there, you paying your hard-earned money. You got these lawyers that just frauding and pit anything they doing, anything they want basically in the courtroom, and the judges is just allowing this to go on. I honestly believe that both of them should be holded responsible for this, because you guys, this is you guys' job, and if the judge can't see this or overlook it, I can understand a mistake, but just throughout the years, just continue to overlook fraud. It's just craziness to me. Like, come on, it's right there in your face. If you can't see that, then I don't know what else.
According to Dr. Lily Collet, Wanda's story is even more detailed and troubling. She says Wanda met Jay-Z, who went by his street name Rock at the time, in a neighborhood known for heavy drug activity, where Jay-Z was allegedly dealing. When Wanda found out she was pregnant, she had no way to reach him. Like many young women in her situation, she put her boyfriend, Robert Graves, on the birth certificate as the